Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe took a short break to spend some quality time with their companions. Tyler tried his new winged boots and got a flying lesson from Ivan. New Rogue spent his time praying and chatting with Westra and Jack Magnum to make sure they didn't eat too much. Dell taught DDX how to play Go Fish, and then they were set upon by the Gravewalker's army. Dell swiftly destroyed Shadow Nemesis' body to keep his items away from the Gravewalker, and they all died only to wake up to a now naked and furious Shadow Nemesis. Will the troupe, with Shadowmaster's assistance, be able to convince Shadow Nemesis to choose the path of good? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft. We're so happy to be back here to play Dungeons & Dragons with /for all of you. Tyler's horned up already. Our story began with 3 comedians and their stage manager being sucked into Ravenloft, the D&D horror realm. They discovered they'd been summoned accidentally by Ezra, the god of the mists, and now they needed to defeat Dark Lords and take their place to be able to set Ezra free and return home. During their time in Ravenloft, they trained in traditional D&D classes and gained new powers and new curses because it's Ravenloft. Tyler's become a blade singer, a wizard who can kick your butt that will pass out if he receives even a single solid hit. A glass hammer, if you will. He also now has green skin, horns on his forehead, has a removable pinky, and can hear the voice of Ezra inside his skull. He's also befriended his very chill familiar Ivan, who helps out whenever he can. Dell has become a visual bard. She blends her artistic talents and magic by using the Reality Blade, a weapon that lets her carve what she sees into the very fabric of reality around her. She can also summon and speak to ghosts. There's always an invisible wind flowing through her hair, and she's got reflective eyes like a dog catching light in the night at all times. She has befriended Rumple Foreskin, a skeleton horse with fire in its heart, named by Chat, who has joined the party in a quest to find their herd. Additionally, Dell has started dating a succubus from literal hell named Lucretia Sanguine, who looks like super goth Rihanna with wings and horns, and because of this, Dell has multi-classed into Warlock. Guy Bradford unfortunately died. However, his body was brought back to life with no memories whatsoever. This new guy-like being has named himself New Rogue and become a cleric, dedicating himself to the god Ezra, who he believes is majestic and kind and good, no matter what evidence is presented to him otherwise. He has spectral ghost limbs from his hands to his elbows and from his knees to his feet, along with his eyes, which glow blue and kill anything they touch except for Jack Magnum, a goat that was gifted to him by the mists. He loves that goat very much, perhaps too much. I'm out of breath from laughing so hard. Lastly, there is Adam, who became Shadow Nemesis. After a complete breakdown and discovering he has multiple personalities, Adam embraced the most evil one and has become a Saturday morning cartoon villain. He is trained as a barbarian on the path of the giant, so his limitless anger now makes him even bigger and stronger. He also gained a symbiote that lives inside him, which he named Shadowmaster, who feeds on people's brains or wasting people's time, and Shadow Nemesis really leaned into the brain eating. He gained the loyalty of a squire, as he claimed the title of the villainous Black Knight, but abused the little psycho so much that the evil Dr. Deputy now works for Dell, who renamed him Dr. Deputy Extreme. Our heroes defeated their first Dark Lord, and Shadow Nemesis struck the final blow, so he took the title. Then the realm transformed into his own personal hell, so they moved on to the second. New Rogue became the Dark Lord there, barely beating out Shadow Nemesis, who wanted a second crown, and they made their way into this third realm. They've discovered that it's a bit of a Groundhog Day scenario. Every time they have died, the day has restarted, though they have begun to start later in the day as this has gone on. And there is a bit of a time dilation, so way more time is passing outside of this realm than is passing inside of it. They've been side questing. I'll be honest, they heard that there was a final battle between Prince Auric Bright Eyes and the Gravewalker that everyone was very concerned about, and instead our characters visited every named location outside of that final battle, which they have not been to in 60 episodes. They've collected 4 magic items: the Talisman of Ultimate Evil, the Sunblade, the Icon of Ravenloft, and the Sword, the Reaper's Scream. They've discovered that Tyler, who is green and has horns, as we mentioned, looks very much like the General, a figure who both sides were seeking out to try to help them win this final battle at some point today. They did some body switching. They've turned on and murdered each other a couple of times, mainly murdering Shadow Nemesis for trying to murder an elderly gnome that Shadow Nemesis has decided is the Dark Lord of this realm. His name is Gregor McMahon. He's just an old gnome that lives in the village, according to everyone except Shadow Nemesis. But they finally had enough of Shadow Nemesis battling the party and carrying out evil things and generally just kind of being a Saturday morning cartoon murderer. There was a showdown where Dell, because Shadow Nemesis was killed by Dell and Tyler, they were all going to die, and Dell did not want to lose the magic items that they had to the Gravewalker, so she destroyed her portable hull along with Shadow Nemesis's body, which had the unexpected consequence of the next day when he woke up, Shadow Nemesis is naked. The group does not have a portable hull. Shadow Nemesis does not have his armor or anything that he was wearing. The party have returned to where they started. The party refused to give Shadow Nemesis his bag of holding, which contains his other weapons and items, until he answered questions about whether he was aligned with the group's ultimate goal of leaving Ravenloft to return to Earth. Shadow Nemesis was refusing to even answer this question, and then ultimately tried to turn to Shadowmaster, his symbiote inside his mind, who he had not heard from in some time since a body switch where he became a Gorgon for a day. Those are the big things that I can think of plot-wise. Tyler's got boots that help him fly. The other big thing on the general plot is Dell had been talking to her succubus patron about the possibility of separating Shadow Nemesis and Adam. And there was a pitch where if Adam's true name was spoken and Adam's blood was put onto Dell's mirror, he could be dragged down to hell. And the Shadow Nemesis part of him would get sucked off to be, well, that's unfortunate, would get drawn out and thrust into another Dark Lord realm. And then Adam could essentially be returned to the party on work release. And knowing that the evilest parts of him had been removed, likely would have either himself or a new heroic personality that would take over and be able to help his friends. The party is, however, uncomfortable with the idea of damning Adam to hell, though the point was also made that he's already going to hell. They're really just speeding up that process and freeing him from Shadowmaster. Who knows what they're going to do, Shadow Nemesis. That's where we're at. It's crazy. Does anybody have any continuity questions among the players right now?
No. Nope, I'm good.
I think I'm good. I'm just going to double check my gear. Yep, no, I'm good.
And with that, we return to Ravenloft. Shadow Nemesis, you sit atop a cockatrice, nude, with no weapons, no armor, no clothing, no talisman of ultimate evil, and even that invisibility ring of yours is gone. You've tucked your junk under you, refusing a rock after you were forced to return to Bjorn, and you are facing three friends who wanted to know if you were interested in going back to Earth, or if your goals diverged from the party so much that it would cause an impossible rift. And you refuse to answer and journey into your mind palace. So where are you going to try to reach out to Shadowmaster, who you have not heard from now in 2 days?
Oh man, like in my mind palace. Well, I would go to where we usually go, which is the Sherlock Holmes study, where him and Watson would sit. So I think I would just walk in and just be like, "Oh, Shadowmaster."
There is no response. You are inside this room. You are dressed in your Sherlock Holmes costume. You are in exactly the setting you would expect, but no one arrives.
All right. Well, there's a door in the back. There's a couple doors. There's like a Stuff Adam Knows door. There's like the Whippy insane asylum hallway where everybody goes door, and then there's like a bathroom. So I think I'll go down the Whippy psych door.
Okay. Okay, you open this door. It is a strange shift between these two very opposite environments. You're looking at this finely decorated study immediately into this grimy, abandoned mental hospital. Only there's no juxtaposition for you. It all feels perfectly natural as you walk into this new environment because it's all part of your interior life. And you begin striding down this hallway. What are you doing? It stretches as far as you can see. There is no clear end to this hallway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm just like, Shadowmaster, where are you? Shadowmaster!
Okay, do you feel like you should be rolling persuasion or intimidation? This is a question of intention as much as language because it's internal. It's all within your mind.
Yeah, because I guess what I'm also thinking is that from what I know of symbiotes, one needs to be alive for the other to be alive. So it's not like he's dead because we are linked. So if he dies, I die. If I die, he dies, kind of thing. So he's here. So
there's no way to remove him. You know that canonically.
Yeah. So he is here, and he's not answering me. So I'm gonna go intimidation, I guess.
Okay, roll me an intimidation.
All right, +3. Okay, well, I'll use the evil black dice. Here we go. for a total of 12.
With him rolling a nat 1, you yell, Shadowmaster, I'm here. And then you look through the open door to your right, and he's there in his uniform sweeping a room, and he goes, oh, fuck, you found me.
What are you doing? Get over here. We got trouble, big time.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, buddy, we're naked on a bird, and all of our stuff is gone.
Are we, or are you?
What? Are we? What are you talking about?
We aren't we. You can't fool me anymore.
What? No, we're we. Come on. We're like Watson and Holmes.
Then I died. And then I was a Gorgon. And I saw you from the outside. I was Melisandre. And now I am back and I am just stuck here. And you're crazy.
Hey, remember when we first met? You said you wanted crazy.
I wanted Adam crazy. And this is fucked.
This is technically Adam crazy. I'm just an elevated level of Adam crazy. So you are getting what you want. And I'm getting what I want. We're getting what we want.
What do you want from me?
Well, I mean, since I don't have any clothes, like, what can you do for me? Can you make me, like, a fun suit or something?
No. Oh, I made you a hand when you didn't have a hand.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a hand. My hand went away, so make me that hand.
Yes, I'm mad at you. So you don't get a hand.
For? Hey, you talk about you're dying all the time. What do you think I'm doing? Sitting at the beach reading a book or something? I'm dying too.
You realize I can feel your emotions, right? I know you have no empathy for me.
Well, just because I don't have empathy doesn't mean I, don't want you to be around.
No, you'd like me to be around because I'm useful to you.
Well, yeah. That's why we're a team.
No, that makes me a tool, and you a person. And I am a person.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit in the dark in the back of my mind and just pout? Or do you want to do something about it?
That's a great point. I choose do something. And he lunges at you, hurling his black goo hands forwards and around your head. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
I meant work together. All right. Danger sense?
Nope.
Oh,
inside your mind, you're not actually seeing anything.
Oh, man. Whoa, okay. 18.
And his hands recede back as he can't get them to your head. He goes, fuck!
Calm down, all right? I understand you're mad, all right? But this is when we gotta work together.
To do what? What's your fucking goal?
Well, I mean, my goal was...
I'm in your head and I don't know what you want.
Well, listen. My goal was to kill Greg and McMahon, but people, for some reason, don't want me to kill him. So I get the picture, all right? I'll move on, and then when an opportunity arises, then I'll kill him. But, I mean, I guess for now, we just kind of ride along with everybody, and if an opportunity for some extra power seems to present itself, then, maybe we'll take it.
Okay, and what's in it for me?
Well, you're with me, so, we get to have stuff.
I'm not with you. I'm separated from you constantly and traded into other bodies and doing the most fucked up things a symbiote's ever been forced to do.
Well, I mean, technically we're together. Hey, tell you what, if you give me a hand and maybe you sure you can't give me a suit? Look in my head. Remember Spider-Man? He got a symbiote suit and it just went all over his body. You can't do that. You can't give me a cool suit.
Okay, I could give you a hand or I could give you shorts.
My hand.
I only got so much of me. The comic book one, it was completely inconsistent how much symbiote there was.
Yeah, you're
Think
right.
about how much mass would have to be inside his body. He's very small, and then the suit makes him very big. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, look, I've thought about that too. That's where you're getting that from, all right? That's the problem I have with the symbiote costume in Spider-Man. All right.
Yeah, it's silly, but it looks cool.
I know. Yeah, it's super cool.
Do you want shorts?
No, I don't want shorts. I want my cool handbag that could do the suction cup thing.
Well, I mean, you could switch back and forth. I'm just saying, I could be shorts or reach down to the shorts and you'll have a second head.
Oh, nah, I'm tucked in. I just need a hand. That's fine.
I think you're gonna have a rough time riding a cockatrice with your balls tucked under you.
Well, I'm going to try to convince them to give me clothes or something.
Okay, I want to be clear that you came in here because they were kind of grilling you on a question, and now you've just caught me, I guess, and I can't hide anymore. But like, what were you trying to get out of this to change that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mostly just wanted to go away.
Oh, okay. Well, if this is just avoidance, then you did it. You sat silently for probably 3 minutes on a bird.
All right. Well, okay. We'll think of something. I mean, look, they asked me, hey, do you want to go back to Earth? Trust me, you have my memories. We don't want to go to that stink ball. It sucks there. I want to find a cool place and hang out there and like rule it like a king.
I'm amazed because I know you have a memory, but it's like you don't.
Huh?
You know how we had a place and we tried to become king and then it became hell?
Well, right, but I'm already a Dark Lord there. But if I went to a place and I wasn't the Dark Lord and I just ruled it like a king, then I could rule it. Like, you know, what if I did this? What if I like found a Dark Lord and just like, I don't know, I kept him in a box or something? That person's the Dark Lord, but I do all the stuff.
I mean, I guess, but this is like a prison for Dark Lords. So, like, if Ezra bails, I think we're fucked and we just go back to hell.
Or, okay, I was kind of dabbling with like getting god powers and stuff. Because if we did that, then we could like merge all like the universes together and create like a battle world kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like in Secret Wars. And then we could be like ruler of a world.
Okay, so your theory is we become the god of Ravenloft and we jam all of the realms together and then we watch everyone fight for our amusement.
Oh, I didn't consider that, but yeah, that's good. See, this is why we're good together. You fuel my ideas.
I have to admit, we do synergize well. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It helps.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. But, okay, I know because I'm in your brain that we've both seen that South Park episode with the underpants gnomes. Where, like, step one is, like, we're going to be evil. And then step two, I think at this point, is a question mark. And then step three is God of Ravenloft, everyone fights for our amusement. And I'm concerned about the lack of a step two. We've achieved evil.
Yeah,
we know the goal. But, like, what's our path to that?
Well, see, my original idea was like, if I just, okay, remember how Ezra was like, everybody's going to be a Dark Lord. But if I became like a 4-time Dark Lord, then, I mean, multiple Dark Lords equals like a lot of power.
I get where you're coming from because I'm inside your brain and identify with you. But are you sure that if you become a Dark Lord of two places, you just get power? It feels like you've done zero research on this and made a lot of assumptions.
Well, I think I asked Tyler one time. I forget. Man, he probably told me some kind of like dumb answer about it, which probably isn't even true.
Okay, if Tyler's stupid, then who's smart enough to know this? Who do we trust? Who knows things?
I don't know. Like, everybody sucks. Like, we're the smartest here. That's my problem.
Yes, I agree, but we don't know. So maybe we need to, if we're thinking evil, who is the expert we can kidnap to get the information from?
Tyler.
The only person who'd never see it coming.
Yeah. If we kidnap Tyler, then he'd have to tell us, oh no, wait. We could use Tyler to kidnap Ezra.
I like where things are going.
Yeah.
But say it out loud, even though I'm thinking it too.
Okay, Tyler has horns. He can talk to Ezra. We gotta get out of this realm because I think it's weird. But then we present a question to Tyler after we become really nice and good, and we're like, if only Ezra were here to help me. I'm dying, maybe. And then he'll be like, "Don't worry,
I don't want to
buddy."
die, but okay.
Yeah, we're not. We're actually. And then
we're
he'll be
faking.
like,
Got it. Yes.
Yeah. And then
Deception.
he's like, yeah. And then he's like, "Don't worry, big guy. I'll send down Ezra and he'll heal you right up." And then his horns are probably like a little like portal thing, maybe. He hasn't. I don't know. Maybe I don't watch him all the time. I don't know what he can do. I know his finger can come off. Maybe he can do more stuff. I don't know. And then like Ezra comes down, being like, "Hey guys, sorry about dragging you back from Earth." And then boom, we grab him, take him to our base, and we grill him.
Can you roll me a persuasion with advantage?
Advantage? Oh wow.
Yeah. Shadowmaster automatically, intrinsically sees things from your point of view. But, you know, he's also struggling with his time being Melisandre that he still remembers because it's pretty jarring for a symbiote fundamentally.
Right. Okay. Persuasion. Oh, wow. All right. Well, hold on. Let me just see this. 9.
Okay, we've never been able to see this portal or the hordes. We have a fundamental, complete lack of knowledge about magic, and I don't think the plan should be assuming magic works in a way we've never seen before. I think we gotta like play within what we know will work.
Mm-hmm.
When you've looked at the battles and you've gone, these are our tools, this is how we get through, your plans have been great. When you start assuming you're going to get new magic, the plans are completely fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember how great we beat that Huntress? Remember how cool that was? And you got everybody went past the monsters and you were so smart? Because you made zero assumptions. Right now you're making a lot of assumptions. Let's not do that.
Right. I made a map too. Remember that map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we remember the map.
Just saying. Nobody really talks about that. Like nobody makes a map while we're here. It was really good.
Yeah, you were the only one who made a good map.
Right? Don't ask them.
So,
they probably don't even remember.
The most magical people we've met in this realm are Del, Tyler, and the Gravewalker.
Oh. Hey, you're right. Hey, Dark Lord to Dark Lord. He's probably been a Dark Lord longer. He could probably tell us how stuff works.
Maybe. I don't know. He's trapped in a loop. We don't know what he knows.
Yeah, he's like
stuck in that time warp.
Yeah. See, I told him to destroy Corntown, and he was all like he was on board, and then he kind of like flip-flopped and like tore me apart. So, I mean, he seems a little difficult, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could think of something together, buddy.
Yeah, there might be a way to do that. If we hang out here for a bit, we can see if he destroys Corntown.
No, he was supposed to destroy it like now. And then he, well, I don't know. We could wait, I guess. But we got to deal with these people. They're waiting. I've probably been sitting here for half an hour already. They're probably just looking at me, and I'm all like foaming on the mouth or something weird. We should look. You know what? I'll do some acting, and I'll lament, and I'll get some clothes and some my stuff back, and then we'll be on our way.
Great. I was trying to think of something, and I realized in a flash of insight, just a brilliant idea, as though if I were rolling a 20-sided die, I rolled a 20.
Whoa, hey.
No. I mean, we got to Corntown like an hour ago, but we know the Gravewalker is about 3 hours away. Mm-hmm. So if anything got a message to him, he couldn't have anyone here for like 2 more hours.
All right. So what, you want me to just waste 2 hours?
Or you could head that direction and meet him on the road or whatever.
You know
what? He
what?
doesn't show up, fuck him. Then we kidnap him or whatever.
Right. I say we intercept.
All right, so you do some acting, and then we'll intercept the Gravewalker and take out whatever magical knowledge we need to become a god.
Yes. He also has that knife that can like rip ghosts apart, so maybe we can use that to like eat Werner. Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm kind of neutral on Werner, but sure. Yeah, I like that. Anything that gets us power so we don't fucking die.
Yeah. Bud? Hey, what? Bring it in. Bring it in, big guy.
Just...
Come here. Come here.
Steps
Come
forward
here.
and he extends his arms for a hug.
Come on. Come here.
Oh, this is so nice.
Here.
Oh, I needed this.
Listen, we are a team of everybody here, and I'm being honest. You can read my brain here. I'm not lying to you. I can't lie. You're my best friend, buddy. We've been through a lot. And we're going to rule existence as friends.
I like that so much.
I would too.
We like that so much.
We do.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm feeling emotions. I should probably pop out and use this.
Yeah, use that for your acting.
Okay.
Fool them so we can live forever.
Oh my god, thanks, bud.
I love you.
I love
We
you so
love
much.
you.
I love you.
We love us.
I love it so much.
Ah,
Okay, get into the Sherlock Holmes house.
yeah, goodbye.
And you get shoved out of your brain and back to reality, returning to your friends who have watched you sitting still, having a conversation on your cockatrice nude for, and I mean this, 20 minutes. A quick commercial break right there. New Rogue, Dell, Tyler, Dr. Deputy, Rumple Foreskin, and several cockatrices. You are present as Shadow Nemesis says he's going to go talk to Shadowmaster. His eyes roll back into his head. His eyes roll back into his head, and you're just seeing whites, and he's sitting there totally still. I mean, we know canonically in his head it takes 20 minutes. What do you guys do when this happens?
I think he's scheming, so I'm like, after like the 10-minute mark, I'm like,
Oh my god.
in between prayer, I'm like just like catching glimpses, like, guys, I think he's up to something, like a scheme.
No, yeah, he's very clearly avoiding the question, and I guess talking to Shadowmaster, who I guess is back. He was somewhat concerned that Shadowmaster was missing previously, and I guess
This is the point where you see a black hand reform on his one arm.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Oh,
Oh, wow. All right.
and Shadowmaster's he's like a squid, right?
No,
Like a little no.
no,
what is
he's
he?
not. He's we've talked about a symbiote before.
Symbiote, right?
Yeah, you know what that is,
Symbiote.
New Rogue?
No,
It's like living black slime.
right. It looks like if ink was a squid.
Yeah, I guess if ink was a squid, kind of. It
And the
doesn't have
mist
to take on any.
around you, New Rogue, and give you a pop culture reference that helps you try to imagine what exactly a symbiote is.
Oh, right. Yeah. Venom. Okay, I know now. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's.
So it's
you've got it
Venom.
exactly. Yeah. It's basically Venom. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just remember that now? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Yeah,
as
no,
you
it's-
look at Shadow Nemesis, you see his black hand recede, and he's now wearing black, like Venom style shorts.
And
okay.
while they've been talking, Adam's been sitting there. I pulled out my paint set and I was starting to paint Adam a little outfit, and then that happens. I'm like, oh well, fucking never mind then.
I'll wear your outfit if you want, Del.
Oh, you want it? And I'm holding up. It's like shorts that is like the old style muscle guy. It's top where it has like the suspenders that go up, and the shorts have little red flames on the bottom. That's what I drew, like a onesie.
Oh. Actually, that seems more something that Shadow Nemesis would probably want.
I know.
maybe-
I tried to, make it his style.
Oh wait, Del.
Huh.
If memory serves correct, do you still have what is it? You got it in this realm. It's like this armor. Remember you were wearing it? It was very heavy.
Or the bad armor. Tyler gave it to me.
Yeah, I have it still. I took it back.
You have it. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'm
Shadow
always forgetting what
Nemesis'
it's called.
shorts become a black goo hand again. He's nude.
Ooh,
right.
okay.
So I'm gonna throw the shorts onesies, and then I'm just trying to think of something else that's easy to draw. So then I just draw him a beret, like a beret with flames along the bottom, because I'm like it's simple shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know how long he's going to be in there. I'm not just going to hang around while he's naked. Here, I'm going to dress him. I'm just going to go over.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
want to
worth-
go over
is-
to the.
Is there
it
anything
worth-
else you think I should make for him? Yeah, I could maybe make gloves or something.
Maybe you can make him shoes. Most people
Oh.
don't want to be barefoot.
That's a great point, Rumple Foreskin. I'm gonna paint some like black, like Adidas tennis shoes.
Nice.
What about what
Oh wow,
about
those
just-
are fancy.
Yeah.
Hey Del.
Huh.
Del.
New Rogue?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know how he's known, he's like notorious around these parts?
Shadow
What if we-
Nemesis?
What if
Yeah.
we made like a bag that we could put over his head?
Do you mean like a mask?
Yeah, I could make him like a mask. To go with the beret. Okay.
Yeah.
Make him like a black masquerade mask. I'm just fainting.
Oh, wait, so he hold it with like that kind of masquerade mask, or one that
No, with the tie that goes around, but it's just like fancy ballroom,
right.
swoopy
With, like, the
mask.
flares and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's got like a black tuxedo mask style
Yes.
mask on,
Yes.
Oh,
and a
sweet.
beret with flames.
And a beret, yeah.
Oh,
And
Del,
then
it's
tennis
so,
shoes.
Del, it's so fun to dress people.
I know. I like drawing outfits. I had fun doing costumes for you guys. I don't know why you wanted to do the Chippendales back in the day, but getting that stuff together was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Well, they've
fedoras.
been-
Oh, New York, you don't remember that, do you?
No,
Oh, sorry.
that's all right.
Can you all roll me a perception? Del, I will have you roll at disadvantage.
Sure. I rolled
14.
a 6.
14 as well.
Okay, Del, I'm going to say you don't notice this, but I will give this to Tyler and New Rogue because you've been in this scenario a number of times for a 14. When you look back at the town where you can see the gnomes are kind of lined up in that same defensive line, you've seen them at the edge of town before, you both notice that this time, as opposed to all the previous times, Angelina is not there.
Oh,
Oh. Has she gone back to her little house? The one with the scarecrows. The farm.
Who?
Wait.
What? Huh?
Angelina's she's not in town. Here, look, and I'll hand my binoculars to Del.
Because the troll came looking for the amulet and the amulet doesn't exist now. Is it maybe something to do with that? No
Maybe
bad
because
stuff
the
at the
amulet-
farm, maybe?
Maybe it's like a reset for the item. Maybe it goes back to where it was if we never had it because we don't have it.
Or I don't know. I'm going to try to use my
my
bardic
God.
inspiration to cast a ghost story and see if I get a snake.
All right.
Ah.
Shall I roll for it?
Nope, you get a snake.
Oh! Boom. And instantly in my brain, I'm like, oh, the hiss is back. So there's an evil snake again. So maybe the amulet just reset to where it was before.
That makes sense.
Because now there's a dead snake again.
You've spoken to Angelina's ghost before and the ghost of her husband. Can you tell if they're ghosts from here?
I could try to summon her. I guess I can summon Werner. I could see if I can summon an Angelina ghost.
If
Yep,
you want, I know
there is a question
I know it hurts,
of,
but
for you, Del, there's a question of how big a die do you want to roll, and that will affect your DC on summoning Angelina.
Right. I'm going to roll the higher die because I remember doing that last time with Werner and I could see a long distance. And obviously
Great.
that's not close to here. So,
Great, roll a D12.
yep. Oh no.
oh
I made a mistake.
no.
What did you roll?
I max damage.
Oh,
And I was already
no.
hurt from ghost things. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just reality blade and somehow accidentally, because when I make the reality blade go on and turn into a sword, it uses blood and I just do try to do a little nick and too much blood gets on it and then suddenly it's a sword and it's up through my elbow.
God.
Del, get it out, Del.
There's so much. Oh, Rumbleforsk, I'm sorry, I'm bleeding all over you. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm fine. Just look after you. That's awful.
Yeah.
Ow.
Take the sword out. Take it out.
Please.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look for ghosts while the blood is just blooding, and I go into my ghost blood vision.
And you can see as your vision telescopes into the distance, you can see Angelina is on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that Ted, her husband's ghost, is also wandering around yelling and complaining.
And they're both ghosts.
They're both ghosts.
Okay, great. And then I zip back and instantly oh, it hurts so much. Okay, no, they're both ghosts again. We just reset it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought the thing would be gone forever, but it's just.
Shh, Del. You're gushing blood. Here,
It's
Please, from the divine clouds upon which you rest, Ezra, please fill her with love. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds as I place my forehead on your shoulder.
oh,
And let me just roll that. That is a D8. That is going to be... All right. 3. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. I get to add 3 on top of what I have.
Correct.
5.
There we go.
it's like
All
there's
right.
there's a moment of the warmth of the niceness of Nero just doing something nice, and it's like a tiny little part of it stitches back together on my arm, but there's just still blood just gushing out of my
Yes.
arm.
Yes. Here, have both of these. I give you both of my health potions.
Oh, okay. I'm just holding my bad arm out, and I'm gingerly taking these potions and drinking them.
2d4 plus 2 for each one.
Let's see. Let's this, and then
Getting healthy again.
I'm feeling so much better. Okay, as I slowly finish sipping, I am back to max health magically
Okay.
now.
Fabulous.
My arm
With the
looks better.
assistance of your friends, you've fully recovered. You now know this fact about the talisman of ultimate evil. Shadow Nemesis has been dressed in his jumpsuit and boots and beret and tuxedo mask, and his eyes roll back into place. The full party is reunited. Shadow Nemesis, you have returned.
What the hell? Whoa, what am I wearing? What is this?
I
Del
thought you'd like
made you some
it.
clothes.
Del, you made me these clothes?
Yeah, I didn't want you to be naked. I'm sorry about your armor. I didn't want the bad guys to get the amulet. I didn't realize it would blow up your armor, so I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I was talking with Shadowmaster, and he kind of was giving me a talking to. And look, I get obsessed with things sometimes. If I like don't do something right, I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it until I do it. And if I don't do it, I just keep doing it. And we talked about it, and he said that Gregory Man is not the problem we should be focusing on. It should be doing the mission. It should be getting Tyler to be a Dark Lord, and it should be us moving on and doing our mission.
Wow.
That sounds great.
He's a good guy. Shadowmaster's a great guy. Yep.
Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me a deception? I am going to say, new rogue, can you roll me an insight? Del, I feel like you might want to believe this, but you've also been betrayed by him before. Do you think you would be distrustful of this instinctively, or are you on board for him to come back from Shadowmaster with us? I'm asking for non-meta roleplay answers here.
I think at this point, Tyler sassed him, and he's been beaten down, and I just want things to be chill. I don't want to know. I'm good to let this play forward.
Okay, you're just going to let it ride.
Yeah.
But I think that's an interesting question. Okay, roll me an insight at disadvantage.
Okay.
Tyler, you, I think, would get advantage on this. Do you think this is perception? Do you think this is insight? What do you think this is?
I would think insight just makes it's the closest fit, I think, to just like reading a person.
Great. You've trashed your coupon. You know he's constantly lying. Roll me with advantage and insight.
I'm a dirty 20.
And I'm deception? Was that?
We're deception. Correct.
Deception. Just flat deception.
You whatever you get.
Yeah.
Insight. I rolled a 16 insight.
I also got a 16.
What's that face?
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh my God.
For a total of 26.
Wow.
Wow.
He wins.
Del, you're not seeing any tells, though you're not looking too deeply.
Yeah.
New rogue, this turn makes sense to you. This is a strong possibility. Tyler, what I'm going to say for you, because you were so against this, and I don't want to die roll to determine your overall role play, it's just this you can't see a lie in. Normally you can see kind of a bad pitch, but Shadowmaster has been on Team Survive and reasonable.
This doesn't sound the same as him trying to, somewhat inflate my ego before he asks permission to go apologize to Gregornant Man, where it's like, and saying like, I want to go apologize, but I'm a little embarrassed. So you guys, it'd be great if you guys could just not be here when I do it. Like, this is much less of a contrived sincerity. So I think I won't say it like fools me, but like, I don't see the lie for what it is. I don't see what the deception is. I don't see what the angle is. I just hear the words and can't find the fault in them.
Yep. So that's the reaction you have to this story. But there is the question of, are you going to ask the question that started all of this, which is, does he want to return to Earth? And we'll take a quick commercial break right there. The party's conversation continues. A contrite Shadow Nemesis has joined you.
Really seems like you might be putting in the effort to do change a new leaf. What's the phrasing, guys? I don't know.
Maybe turning over a new leaf.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right either, but you're making a change and I trust you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow Nemesis is right. It is very Adam to just become really obsessed with something and insist upon it. Like, there's a few of the skits you guys did that really, he kept going. Remember that cheese guy thing?
Oh, what? Dr. Cheese Guy? That was pretty, that was a pretty solid half-hour set we did there.
That's what I mean.
That was a long one. Yeah, I had forgotten about Dr. Cheese Guy. Do you? What was the what were the first two beats of Dr. Cheese Guy, Del?
Oh yeah.
Why do I do this to
Because
myself?
you brought it up, so I figured you would remember.
I mean, I know, but I'll let you tell it.
Yeah.
The first bit where you keep asking everybody, what's in your pockets.
Right.
And then there's nothing in your pockets, but you made me make you those cargo pants that had like 1 million pockets on them. Yeah. And then prior to the show, Tyler had to go and put cheese under every single seat of every single venue, which was really annoying when the seats were different and made of different things. So I had to figure out ways to put cheese slices under the seats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of it,
Del, was
Right,
Guy Bradford a part of this cheese mayhem?
Yeah.
And the mists swirl up around you, New Rogue, and give you a memory of the next beat of the Cheese Guy sketch.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I remember. So there's cheese everywhere, cheese in the seats. There's the Dr. Cheese Man, and then there's a patient that comes in, and he's allergic to cheese, and so it's like, oh, went to the wrong doctor today.
And the mists swirl up around you again, giving you the next beat of the Dr. Cheese Guy sketch.
Well, I don't know if it's a beat because it was performed a long time ago, and even my memory's having trouble remembering it in exact detail. But I do remember there's a reaction from the patient from all the cheese, and we like made this giant bunch of fake throw up, and we like stationed it, so that the profile of our patient, was just facing the audience, right? And then we just project launched all that vomit on the doctor.
Oh,
and he's like,
And then
the doctor's like,
mists-
I'm already there.
I was going to say, and the mists swirl up around you, giving you the button and end of the Dr. Cheese Guy sketch.
Yeah. And then the doctor takes a lick of the vomit and says, please behave.
And then the patient dies, and so does the doctor as they're taken out by Hitman.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was
And
it.
then Adam wouldn't
Tyler was
stop
off
saying,
stage.
"Get it."
Yeah. Tyler was off stage. He was the hitman. He shot us with lactose pills, right? Because we were made of cheese.
Yeah. I wasn't really in the sketch. I just put cheese under the seats and then just waited for my cue at the end of a 25-minute long barfing gag.
Oh God.
25 minutes to just expel all the fake puke fluid. That's
Yeah, I
why was
remember
putting that
Adam
sketch.
said he wanted to go further than like that Monty Python movie, the third one.
Monty?
And we're like, whatever it is, and meaning of life, yeah. And we're like, okay, but that he like pukes. That whole sketch is just puke.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll let you have that one, but technically you don't have any more pop culture references, so just remember, you're back.
Oh,
to
my
zero.
bad. I was so.
Yeah, it's too bad that all the fake puke that I made got completely lost and I could never recreate it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was really a one-time thing, though. You know, that magic, you could never really recreate that. God.
But
No,
you're
it was-
recreating magic for us right now by turning over a new leaf and becoming a better person. So keep it up, pal.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Look, I've been in a bit of a pain, and my obsessions with Gregor and Hitman got in the way. So, you know, Shadowmaster, like I said, he makes a lot of good points, and he was right in saying that I should just say, I'm sorry. And I want to help the group.
Help the group what, Shadow Nemesis?
We'll continue on our quest. You got to be a Dark Lord. Dell's got to be a Dark Lord. We got to do this thing.
Yeah. To what end? I just want to hear you say it.
What do you mean? We
What's
help
the
each other
ultimate
become
goal?
Dark Lords, right?
And then what?
Well, what did Ezra say? What happens after that?
We get out of here. We go home. Do you
Right.
want to go home?
I don't know, but it doesn't mean I can't help you get home.
That answer legitimately surprises me, like out of the scene, just to tell you like where I'm, how that hits me. And that I like, if I had to roll, I would ask to fail it because I was like, that is not that's not telling me what I want to hear, but it also feels honest, and is also something that gives like me hope. So I just kind of silently nod and say, "Oh, okay."
You hear that, Jack Magnum? Looks like you're part of a big loving family again. Hold on. I turn my back to everybody. You don't trust him? But he just said that, like, he just said something that was incredibly reasonable. Why wouldn't you trust that? Yeah, okay, that was one lie he said. What? Name me another one. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, but like, you know, yeah, I know that one too. Okay, yeah, and then, I remember when he shot me. Okay, you don't have to keep on bringing it, but he did it twice. Yeah, I know. Okay, look, let's just place faith that he's finally coming to grips with the situation he finds himself in, that we all need to go back. Okay? No, you know what? You're just a Debbie Downer. Let's turn back. Okay, I love you, Adam. That was too far, but no, I do.
Shadow Nemesis just, you know, but that's fine.
All right.
Glad to have you back on our team, Shadow Nemesis.
You know, it's good to be back. I don't like it when we fight, and I mean, hey, I like a good fight, but you know, usually when people are coming at me, and it just doesn't make sense for us to fight amongst ourselves. I mean, there's this whole final battle thing that we're supposed to go to, and all we do is just walk a lot and argue a lot and talk a lot, and we're not actually like doing anything. So we should probably like, really, really get on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we all go to that final battle now, everybody?
You know the way, New Rogue. We should just go. Why not?
I point the Sunblade forward to the end of our day.
And you all begin making your way to the final battle. It is a fair distance from here. We've said about 3 hours, but you begin and set out on your journey towards that hill to figure out exactly what is going on. And along the way, about a half hour down this road, Shadow Nemesis, you were riding in your new outfit. Did you give him back his bag of holding?
I purposely didn't ask for it.
And I
know you didn't, but that's why I'm asking. I just don't want to leave out things that could occur or not occur.
I think before I would probably pull it back out and look at Tyler and give Tyler sideways head tilt. Like, yes, bag.
I'll shrug and cast message, and just in your head, you just hear, "It's up to you."
Okay. All right. Well, we'll try it anyway. So we'll trot up next to Shadow Nemesis and hold out his bag of holding to him.
Oh, no, thanks, Del.
Kept it safe for you.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, let's get to that battle.
Yeah.
And you all continue riding forwards. Can I get a perception at disadvantage from New Rogue, Del, and Tyler?
It was a perception?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 21. I got a 19 and a nat 20.
Oh my God.
And I got a 14.
Wow.
I got 16.
And you're all moving forwards. And Del, you were the only one to see this. But as you're rolling forwards and moving further down this path, you see a single rat running, scurrying out of the side of the woods and up onto Shadow Nemesis' saddle. That's all you can see from where you are at. But Shadow Nemesis, you hear a voice inside your head. I sent your message to the Gravewalker. He's coming to burn the town down. You did so good. And you look down and see an imp's head staring up at you out of your bag of holding where it is currently hiding. A little tiny demonic winged demon looking up at you with big black soulless eyes.
It's
and
in my bag?
Your message has been sent. The Gravewalker is coming, and you are leading your friends unknowingly towards him. And that's the end of our first episode.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia de los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adam Mir 101, The Dankler, Anti-Core 7, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.